Before we get into this video, this is not a spoiler to anything to do with the main storyline. This is literally one of probably many videos that I'll be doing on how to get the Ultima weapon. This is I'm gonna call this Orichalcum plus number 1 right here. There is nothing to do with the main storyline. There's no spoilers, so don't worry about me spoiling anything other than you get to see the hardest boss that you fight inside the Gumi ship. Hardest, I mean, he is not that much of a challenge if you're good at maneuvering and you actually spend the time to upgrade the Gumi ship like I did. I am level 63 for the Gumi ship. I don't know what the max level is, so if you're going to ask me, I have no idea, but I will let you know when I get there. Real quick, I'm also trying to platinum the game. I'm at 75% trophies. There are a lot of things that I have to do that are going to be time consuming. But let's get in on how to get this Orichalcum Plus, which is one of 7 that you need for the Ultima weapon. So what you got to do is first, you got to rank up your Gumi ship. Okay, the best way to do that is to just fight enemies as I did, and it took me about 5 hours to get this Orichalcum Plus. Also, let me give you the setup of what I have right now on this ship. This is the Highwind 4, which you can purchase at the Duck Shop in Twilight Town, which is dedicated to buying Gumi parts. You buy a lot of blueprints. I end up buying all of them, and you do end up... Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure you only get your blueprints by buying them, if I remember correctly. So what you gotta do is you have to get all the treasure spheres from all 3 Gumi ship maps. So what that means is I'm pretty sure there are 3 in the first 2 and there are 4 in the final one where the Keyblade Graveyard is. So in order to get one of the better blueprints in the game, to create the better blueprint in the game, you gotta get the treasure spheres. See, you can build your ships from scratch, but you also, like the previous ones, you can get the blueprints. But you need parts in order to create or to use the blueprints. This one, like I said, is the Highwind 4. Probably one of the better offensive ships in the game, but I have a couple Gumi ship blocks added to it. I'm pretty sure my defense, or my offense is at 1300, which allows you to do a lot more damage to this boss here than if you were using something that's a lot weaker, because let me tell you, you're not going to get anywhere fighting this boss if you do not have over 1000 offense. HP, I have 500 something HP. Special weapon, I suggest you use the recovery thing, whatever allows you to restore your health. Okay, because you're not going to be able to do this boss without being able to heal as much as possible. Also, you should get your Gumi level up to at least 60, and the reason I say that is because the higher your level, the more Gumi blocks you can attach to your ship. My teeny ships are the Highwind 4, so I have a Highwind 4 as my main ship and a Highwind 4 as both my teeny ships. Both my teeny ships have I'm pretty sure they have a Firaga cannon on them, which boosts their offense up a lot. So it allows me to have even higher offense than 1300 with the combination of them. Formation wise, you should have your teeny Gumis, one on each side. Most of you probably don't know that you can change the formations of your teeny Gumis. All you have to do is press right and left on the control pad. If you press right on I'm pretty sure they start 2 to the right. If you press right on your control pad, you'll send 1 to each side. If you press left on the control pad, you'll send both to the left side. If you press it again, you'll send 1 on each side. This is actually kind of important, because if you see me fighting this part, I'm strafing back and forth, which allows me to hit every part of the bottom here, and 1 Gumi on each side allows me to spread my damage a little bit more over a larger area, defeating it quickly. Okay, now let's get into what you have to do in order to get the Orichalcum Plus, now that we gave you the requirements. You have to go to the area of space where the Keyblade Graveyard is, and if you remember, as soon as you pop out of the main ship area, you will come across the Battle Pyramid boss. You have to defeat this. Now, once you defeat this, 4 enemies are going to appear on the map around the ginormous ship. Some are hard to find, others are really easy. The first one, if you go to the right of the ship and just keep going around and around, you'll find 3 bosses. Okay, one boss is extremely, I can't say extremely hard. It's not as hard as this one, but it is hard. I think it is a 4-star. A couple of them are 5 stars. I don't know what the one is called, but you'll know if you defeat a boss because there are 4 lanes that lead up to the top of the ship. If you defeat a boss, it'll light up, and there are 4. So each time you defeat a boss, you'll know you defeated the right one if the lane shines up and lights. The final one is kind of hard to find. It's almost like a worm-looking thing, which you do end up fighting, I think, in the first area, like a really weaker version. It is underneath the ship. This took me a while to find, as I did not look up where the locations are of each boss. I just know that there were 4. So if you keep going underneath the ship, you'll eventually find the 4th one. But it is a pretty easy Orichalcum Plus, just time consuming. I think I mentioned in my last video when I defeat Inferno that it is a time consuming only because you have to train your ship in order to be able to actually be able to do this. By the way, this boss right here is the Ultima Machina. It is a super buffed up version of the boss pyramid that you fight in the beginning of this area, with 2 extra stages. Now, once you defeat your 4 bosses and you light the area, or light all 4 pathways to the top of the ship, you just go to the top of the ship. It'll show you, and you'll fight this boss here. Like I said, I suggest you have the healing special weapon, because if you are dumb like I do and you go into the lasers that hurt you, you will end up losing, and you have to start all the way over from the beginning, which is not very fun because this boss took me 8 minutes. Once you defeat this boss, you will get the Orichalcum Plus, which is one of 7 that you're going to need for the Ultima Keyblade. I will get more into depth of what else you need for the Ultima Keyblade fight in my next video. But I'm coming to the end of this one. Sorry I bombarded you with a shitload of information in this one, but I had to talk quickly just to give you the start of what this series is going to be. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. And if you have any questions, please comment below or find me on Twitter at @SE_Grimm. Peace. Alright, I'm done with that.